So usually this series is called I Tried It So You Don't Have To. Except this time around, it's I tried it because you literally can't.
That's it. That's my intro.
Hi, I'm Amanda. You're watching Swell Entertainment. And today we are reviewing Reflect, which was originally by Valkyrae, or in partnership with Valkyrae. This launched on October 19th. It was then going to be available in Ulta Beauty stores starting October 29th. It is currently October 31st. And I believe it was yesterday on the 30th. It was on the 30th that Reflect Skin put out a notice saying that they are no longer available and that you can no longer buy their products. So within 10 days, they got so much backlash over the marketing and how they were selling these products that they just decided to shut down. They just terminated it. All of Valkyrae's tweets, for the most part, have been deleted. The only ones that I've been able to find are ones where she replied to Reflect's tweets, promoting the stuff. And then she's like, I was so nervous or whatever. My heart was beating so fast. All the ones from her Twitter have been deleted. As of right now, as I am filming this, there is no statement from Valkyrae talking about this.
Hi, so there actually was a statement. It looks like it was deleted from Valkyrae's channel, and then also apparently she did a voice memo that has since been deleted. This video that I'm going to be referencing and where I ended up actually seeing the statement is from Offline Champs, which is the fan channel and all of that has some of the bits of her response to the backlash before it was taken down. So I will be referencing that at the end of this video. I'll be addressing her response to all of this.
Good news is that I'm me. So when I saw the backlash of this all coming out, the first thing I did was, okay, I'll do a review. So I bought one of everything. And guess what? My order got delivered on the 29th. The day before everything got shut down. So I have literally everything that they were selling because I wasn't sure how the review was going to go. My plan was originally just to review the products themselves and then talk about the controversy of it all. And now I get to talk about them shutting down as well. So this is great. The good news is too, is that when I ordered this, I screen recorded my purchase. And before I get started, I would like to say, I like Valkyrae. I am a fan of her stuff. I think she's fun. She's definitely having a moment right now. I don't like this, and I don't like the trend of people getting involved and shoving their name on things and then kind of pushing it at their fans because they are a popular female streamer or they're jacked and their viewers want to look like them, so they start shilling for shit supplement companies. That's what I don't like, and that's why I do this. I tried it so you don't have to.
First, I want to thank the sponsors for this video. Who's the... Oh, it's me. I'm the sponsor of today's video. We are doing a campaign of mini plushie me. That's right, starting October 29th, you can get your very own Swell and Swell Green couch. It's only being sold for a limited time, and it's only gonna be sold once. The moment these are gone, these babies are gone forever. They are officially Swell collector's items. So go ahead and sign up down below so you can get your own Swell plushie and bring her home today. She's practically life-size.
I have an article that she did an interview for promoting this that we're gonna talk about here and there. But I think that either this company approached her. They were like, hey, we think you could do this. We think you're perfect for the face of this. And she put her name on it. Or this was really her working with this company and doing research with this company for 2 years. I don't think that's the case. I do think it does help that they shut everything down, because if they did just try to basically keep selling everything, that I would have a problem with more so. The fact that they shut it down, I do think bodes well for Valkyrae and the brand itself if they choose to rebrand. I haven't gotten any emails saying that they're refunding me or anything like that. They took my money, no problem. So let's talk about the controversy with Reflect, okay? Let's talk more about that and not just their response and it shutting down. The thing with Reflect is their whole thing is that they believe in screen protection. They developed blue light prevention factor, BLPF, blue light prevention factor. I'm dyslexic. The blue light prevention factor is what they're claiming they developed. And the whole thing about it is that it is designed for people who use screens. So for example, Valkyrae is a gamer. She's a live streamer. She spends several hours a day in front of a computer, in front of a camera. And so the claim is that blue light, which is the light emitted from your devices, causes damage to your skin. And so in the same way that blue light glasses protect your eyes, from blue light and from staring at screens and kind of make it a little calmer and nicer on your eyes, that their blue light prevention factor will protect your skin from the damage of blue light on it. There is no real evidence that blue light causes damage to your skin. There really isn't. And again, I am a YouTuber. I am not a dermatologist. I'm not an esthetician. I am not a fucking doctor, okay? But there is no real evidence that screen time causes damage to your skin. And it's less so that it's causing damage to your eyes and more so that you need more sleep. And there's a lot of back and forth on whether or not blue light glasses actually do anything to help your eyes, or if it's a placebo effect and then you're getting better sleep or whatever. Like Valkyrae in the article I'm talking about, that I'm going to read a little bit for you, she mentions that when she started taking care of her skin and realizing the damage that was being caused to her skin, she started eating better and sleeping more. That literally fixes 90% of what they're complaining about. I do think that sleep and a healthy diet and a good amount of water in your life does better for you than blue light blocking glasses and or blue light prevention factor. That was the criticism that people were talking about. It was basically framed, and the look of it was that Valkyrae was using the fact that she was a female streamer with a female audience, or a chunk of female audience who look up to her because she's a female streamer and she's popular on Twitch and all this stuff, that they were looking up to her, and she was using that fandom and all of that to basically peddle these potentially bullshit products to her female fan bases and any fan bases, although females is what people were referencing a lot. This is non-gendered skincare is what they were trying to frame it as, which I do think skincare isn't gendered. I do think that there are certain companies that frame themselves as like for men, which I mean, hey, whatever it takes to get people to take care of their skin, go for it. You know, I don't care. I think anyone can use skincare. You should take care of your skin so you don't look like an old sack of meat when you're older. That was basically the criticism, was that she was using her position as a female streamer to peddle the skincare and basically convince her female audience and audience in general that they needed this excessive use of skincare to protect their skin from just using their computer. And it was basically like some people claimed it was fear mongering and all of that. Like, oh, all the time you're spending doing online school or gaming or whatever, or being a YouTuber, like it's going to damage your skin. There are other companies. I think Dr. Strauss is another company that has a blue light protection. But again, this is a whole line around it. I don't know. I don't think there's any evidence showing that blue light actually causes damage to your skin. And again, I'm not a doctor, but that's just my opinion. But that was the backlash that Valkyrae was experiencing and that Reflect was experiencing, was that there's literally no evidence that blue light causes damage. And I'll pull up the website and show you guys the screen recording that I did to show some of the claims that they actually made on the website. But yeah, let me pull up this article. So this article is from Sweetie High, and it's an interview they did with Valkyrae. It's still available at the time of me recording this. Streamer Valkyrae's new Reflect skincare line is all about preventing skin damage from screens. Many of us wear blue light blocking glasses to prevent our eyes from being harmed by the blue light. I'm sorry, there's a lot of typos in this article, so if you hear me stumbling, that's a question video game streamer and content creator Valkyrae found herself asking after spending years in front of her screens for work. It took a lot of hours in front of the camera to earn the more than 3.5 million YouTube subscribers she has today. But she realized that all of that screen time was doing all types of harm to her skin. That's what inspired her to come up with Reflect Skincare. The new line includes 5 unique products plus a collection that's all about preventing skin damage from blue light thanks to its proprietary BLPF blue light prevention factor, which is like an SPF, but specifically for light from screens. In addition to preventing skin woes you from your devices, it contains all kinds of nourishing vitamins to further soothe and heal already damaged skin. It's available now. And then, like I said, they were going to be selling in Ulta Beauty October 24th. I'm assuming no longer now, and that's not a thing that happened. Sweetie High asked, as a professional streamer, how many hours a week do you spend in front of your computer monitors? What kind of damage can that do to your skin? I'm in front of a computer for at least 6 hours a day. Being in front of a screen for so long can cause dark circles, pigmentation, breakouts, tiredness, and even keep you up for all night due to blue light pollution. Okay, so there is evidence that certain colors of blue and blue light can cause like issues with keeping you up or whatever and all of that, and damage to your eyes and all of that. That's why blue light blocking glasses, there's a whole market for that. Specifically, I heard about this because there was a whole thing on Tumblr at one point where they said that the color of blue that Tumblr was, and why a lot of apps have a lot of blue in them, is because it literally keeps you up. It like basically keeps your focus. So you spend more time on the app because there's blue. Dark circles, pigmentation, breakouts, tiredness, and even keep you up at night due to blue light pollution. A lot of that can just be caused by sleep deprivation, not getting enough sleep, and also not enough vitamin D from not going outside enough. Doesn't necessarily mean that the blue light itself is causing this damage to your skin or your sleep patterns. Where did you come up with the idea for Reflect skincare? What makes your blue light prevention factor unique, and how does it prevent damage from blue light? I'm a full-time content creator. She started wearing blue light glasses to protect her eyes, and that prompted me to question how the blue light might be damaging my skin. That's basically when I started a personal quest to find a solution that would prevent damage to my skin from my day-to-day. I honestly couldn't find something that I loved, was easy to use, or even something dedicated to blue light exposure prevention. That was the moment I knew it was time to create an inclusive brand that would benefit anyone who used a screen. To make it easy, BLPF is like SPF, but for the screen, and anyone who uses a screen can benefit from it. The blend for RFLCT, Reflect. God damn it, I hate this. The blend for Reflect shields skin from the blue light damage by reducing oxidative stress, reducing inflammation, calming the skin, and stimulating collagen. It is packed with vitamins and polyphenols that are used to combat cell damage caused by blue light and other free radicals. And then they asked if she has always been passionate about beauty and skincare, and she said that she has not always been passionate about 4 years ago. She recognized how being in front of a computer and working from home affected her health and skin. Again, literally so much of this can be answered by, like she said, she started working out, having a better sleep schedule, eating better food, and having a skincare routine. That does not mean that it was the blue light causing the damage. It means that you were not taking care of yourself before then. And I'm not doubting that there's some type of psychological thing involved with, not going outside and not taking care of your skin and all of that. But to say that the blue light prevention factor is all it takes, I disagree. Okay, most of this article is really that. They have some photos of her. She's gorgeous. Okay, she's stunning. She's beautiful in all the Reflect promotional images. She's a gorgeous woman, and I'm not denying that. I don't think that blue light prevention factor did more for her skin than just drinking more water, exercise, and eating better and getting more sleep. I think that did a bulk of this. So this is from my screenshot, my screen recording. The reason I started screen recording, I don't always screen record when I order products unless I have to do a checklist thing, a quiz for something. I screen recorded this because their website on mobile was acting up so significantly. It wasn't letting me click on products, so I started screen recording. Then I just let it run. So my issue with most of this is that they keep saying BLPF, blue light prevention factor, but they're not saying specifically what ingredients are somehow protecting your skin from the light from my screens. So this is the Brightening Eye Revive Gel Treatment. I used this last night. I used this today. Like I said, I got this the other day. The reason I'm not doing a week use, because at the end of the day, I have been on Accutane. I don't get breakouts, okay? I have dry skin and I have means of taking care of that. I am also an SPF hoarder that Accutane honestly really got me addicted to SPF, and I have genuinely seen a difference in my skin in the 2 years I have been religiously using SPF versus within the last 3-5 years before that, the damage and how dry and aged my skin looked prior to that. I think that SPF does wonders for your skin, and you should be wearing it. Regardless of who you are, I think you should be wearing sunscreen. Even inside, I have sunscreen right now. My whole day is inside, but I have this big window over here. I have sunscreen on, okay? I think the sun does more damage than blue light ever will do to my skin, and that's my take on that. I won't ever do a full-on review. I'm reviewing the products. I'm talking about the consistency of the products and smells and all of that. Talking about the products themselves. I'm not going to be oh, this is how it affected my skin, because my skin is roided up with Accutane. I've been off Accutane for over a year now, but still, I'm not going to promote a product that's Curology. I'm not going to do that because I've been on Accutane. My skin does not break out anymore. It just doesn't. I get little bumps here and there because I'm a dumbass sometimes, but I don't get breakouts even if I go a couple of days without washing my face for whatever reason. So I won't do a full-on review of the product itself because I just won't. If anyone genuinely wants to review these, I can send you mine if you want, but I'm talking about the products and the consistencies and all of that. So this is, again, the Brightening Boost. The Brightening Boost. Bring tired eyes back to life with this lightweight gel that instantly brightens and depuffs, wiping away the negative effects of screen time. See, if they got rid of that in every single thing, I think I would have less of an issue. So powered by BLPF, olive glycerides, ceramides, NP, and prickly pear extract. And then they showed the moisturizing protection, this one. And I have the travel versions. I did like the sample size one too, because again, I just bought one of everything, so I have it. This is one of those pumps and it shoots out the moisturizer. I used this morning. Everything's on my face. Power up your skin's protection with this weightless daily moisturizer. It defends and replenishes skins with hydrating and nourishing ingredients, BLPF, sodium hyaluronate, aloe leaf extract, and glycerin. And all moisturizer is supposed to, you know, help your skin barrier, your moisture layer. If your moisturizer's not doing that, there's probably alcohol in it, and it probably shouldn't be going on your skin. And then the cleansing reset. Hit reset with the effects of screen time with this gentle cleanser. See, my problem is they keep saying blue light prevention factor, but they're not saying what that is, what that does. It's like, okay, it has this. How? What are the ingredients in it? Is this a special thing that you made? On the boxes itself, let's see. Water, cocoa bentane, potassium cocoa glycinate, glycerin, sodium lauryl methyl. There's a whole lot of ingredients here, and I'm not someone who would know. Nowhere, I don't get what blue light prevention factor delivers essential blue light defense. Tell me how. It doesn't tell me how. I don't like that. That's dumb. Okay. So then, again, same ingredients, BLPF, glycerin, sodium hyaluronate. So benefits: defend, shields your skin with essential everyday blue light protection for all your screen time. Prevents future damage with hydrating and strengthening ingredients. Recover, boosts your skin's radiance and restores its natural shine. How does it do that? Use AM or PM, power up your protection. I got everything like I said. And then this is Valkyrae, female entrepreneur, streamer, content creator. Reflect is about more than beauty and how you look. It's all about your health. Blue light protection is something we can all benefit from. BLPF is a supercharged antioxidant that shields your skin from blue light damage by reducing oxidative stress, stimulating collagen, and helping to calm skin. How? I do like that they keep saying blue light prevention factor, and then the crystal is like, has purple in it, and then this is like blue. I bought everything. It came to about $118 for everything that I bought. So yeah, I didn't click the anything, and obviously now I can't go back and look, but even then, considering the actual interview doesn't tell me what it is. Antioxidant relief. How? Tell me. Tell me what it is. Let's go through the products themselves. Ready? So here is the Aura Reset Facial Gel Cleanser. 1 to 2 pumps on a damp skin and work into a lather. For 30 seconds, rinse and pat dry. Side note, washing your face, you should do the 60-second rule. That's what I like, where you wash your face for a whole minute. It basically gives your cleanser time to actually clean your face, and then you rinse it off. I think that works well. Anyway, here's my main complaint with this. Can you tell? Can you tell? No? How about now? It's fucking blue. What is the point of this? So this has what I assume is some type of artificial coloring in it, because there's no reason for it to be blue. Let's see. So there's papaya in it. That wouldn't do it. Licorice, pear. Wow, this is really gross. Why did I just put this onto my hand? I don't know why I did that. Trying to see if it says where the coloring is coming from. It's not, but I don't like that it's blue. I don't like that there's a color to it. I used this morning and last night. It emulsifies pretty well on your hands. But yeah, I don't like that there's a color to it. I don't think that's necessary. And yeah, I hate this. Also, while I was putting it on, felt weird. There was some type of a tingling sensation, like a stinging sensation. Not all over my face, but in really random spots. And I have no open wounds or any active pimples on my face right now, so I don't know what that was doing. Maybe it's just something, one of the ingredients, the acids in it or something that was like just detoxifying my face. But I can't imagine that that's what that was. But yeah, it was doing something really weird to my skin, specifically around like my lower jaw area. Felt weird. I'm not feeling it anywhere on my hands right now, so maybe that was just a freak thing. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna wash this off and I'll be back. Okay. So that's that. So next we have the Screen Shield Defense Face Moisturizer. Like I said, it's the push down. Wearing this now. It's just moisturizer, nothing crazy. It's not thick. It's not thin though. So, I mean, it's fine enough. Let's see. I was gonna say, did I only get 2 or 3 pumps out of that? It's not super thin. It's not like watery moisturizer, but it's also not like super thick. Everyone has their own opinions with moisturizer. Personally, I layer like literally 2 or 3 moisturizers because of how dry my skin is. I'm just gonna use this on my hand. What is on my arm? Ew, is that a bug bite? That's gross. Ew, I don't like that. Just a moisturizer. That's it. Do I think my hands are threatened by blue light? No. I do think my hands are threatened by the sun, especially because I drive out here in LA and I spend a lot of time in the car. That's why sun gloves or like driving gloves are like actually a thing out here. People can buy those. Done. Nothing crazy. There's no SPF in this collection, but the whole point is that you stay inside and you stare at a screen, so not surprising. And then we've got the eye gel, Eye Revive Gel Treatment. I have some makeup on, so I'm not gonna put it on my face, but I did put it on my face earlier. It's just a bit of a gel. There's a lot of people who say like, oh, eye creams are useless. It's just moisturizer or whatever. I disagree. I do think there are certain eye creams that do things. Don't know if this does anything, especially since there are certain eye creams that you can visibly see it like tightening and like making your eye bags look less obvious. I have a hollow. I don't have under eye bags. I have a hollow, which I will eventually fill in with filler. That's all this is. There isn't much of a scent, so I'll say that. There's not like added fragrance or anything. Same goes with this, I think. That's on my nose. There's not like an added fragrance, which I think was good. Was there one in this? No, which is what makes the coloring more concerning to me. Anyway, then we have the Skin Lip Balm, which is literally just a lip balm. It smells like a lip balm. Like the generic lip balm that every other company has in their disposal. Lip Guard Moisture Balm. I don't think there's anything crazy in that one. Let's see. Does it say there's anything? Beeswax. Seed wax, lots of big words. Tea tree oil? I don't know if I like that. That's kind of like an exfoliant. A lot of people put that on pimples. Anything else? And these are the mini ones, so like the facial cleanser, again, obviously. Same with that. Same with the eye gel. We got a little one here for travel. And I haven't used any of these, so if anyone wants to do a review and you want me to send you this, hit me up. That's that. And then we have the Resurrection Eye Mask. And I'll put these on, because even though I have makeup on, I'm a heathen, so I'm gonna put these on so you can see it. Some people think these work more than others. It depends. I think if anything, it's just like prolonged moisture on your face, you know, when making your skin suck it in versus, you know, detaching it. Just a gel side. Reflect. Someone's gonna be mad I'm doing this. I'll take it off. Don't worry. It's just for the photo. I'm gonna do thumbnail. Boom. Cover up the eye bags and then you don't have them. Boom. All these are just literally, they're just under eye patches. That's all it is. And you take them off and, you know, you want to take these off in a reasonable time frame so it doesn't just start sucking the moisture out. They have 10 minutes written on the box. All in all, is this anything crazy? No. Do I think anything is really lost by them going defunct? No.
Sorry for the audio. I don't have my usual mic set up because I'm traveling, but here's this. Basically, Valkyrae's section that I really wanted to talk about is the opening bit, and then the section tagged later in this video as talking about these studies. Valkyrae's whole thing is that she's claiming that they approached her, asked her what she wanted to do. She said she wanted to do something about blue light and the effects of blue light, and they were like, okay, and they went and did studies. And later on in the video, she said they did like 6 months worth of studies. Came back, she saw the studies and was astounded. This is groundbreaking, this is incredible. And then they proceeded with all the stuff for Reflect. She was under the belief that the studies were then going to be published with the stuff for the website. And then when Reflect went public, what she thought was going to be on the website was not. And then she asked them about it. They put a link to a third-party site talking about blue light and its effects. She is claiming that the other people involved in Reflect told her that they could not publicize their blue light studies because there was a risk of other companies stealing those studies. That was where all the issues came in and all of that, and she started trying to get out of her deal with them and all of that. And obviously there were the allegedly leaked texts between her and Ludwig. I'm not going to talk about those through Discord. And then the voice memo, which I have not heard, which she references several times during this video. What I'm essentially understanding from this video from Valkyrae is that it seems that she seems to believe that if it weren't for the study itself not being able to be made public, if it weren't for that, then there wouldn't be any backlash and Reflect would go on no problem and all of that. And I don't know, I feel like there's a little bit of something else we're missing here. Like, what exactly? She just keeps saying it's groundbreaking. I'm sure she signed something about getting let out of her deal so that she can't speak about the study and all of that. But I don't know. We're not hearing, like, was the study about what ingredients help protect against blue light? Was there a control group? were they able to actively see that there was effects of blue light on the skin within 6 months? And that's what's groundbreaking, that they were able to prove that there was an effect from the blue light. The fact that there isn't a whole lot of information about the study itself, like, sure, you don't want to show the results for whatever reason. You think people are going to steal it, whatever. But how were you able to gather this data? What was your sample size? Okay, over 6 months. I hear you. What was the sample size? I don't know. I just think there's certain parameters we're not being let in on. And I think it's deeper than just this study, even though that seems to be the focus of this. Valkyrae also talks in this off and on about her friends and her public friends and all of that, about who reached out to her privately and who didn't, and how she really realized who her real friends are. I'm not going to talk about that here. I don't think that should have necessarily been included in this. I also don't think maybe this should have been live. She was taking questions while doing this. I think maybe something filmed or a pre-discussed thing would have been a better idea. No one seems to see the necessity of having a PR team or have someone look over your statement. And obviously that can't really be done if you're doing it live. But I'm assuming something happened because it was all taken down. Maybe the video getting taken down was part of her deal. But the video on her channel is not readily available anymore. I will link this one down below, but you can form your own opinion.
But that's really going to be it. What did you think of Reflect? Are you a fan of Valkyrae? Has this affected how you view Valkyrae and all of that? Does this affect how you see other influencer and creator products? Let me know. Comment down below. Reminder, I have a podcast, the Swell Shenanigans Podcast. New episodes every Wednesday. Reminder, I am currently selling my plush. By the time this comes out, it'll probably be towards the end of the campaign. Jeez. So make sure you get your hands on one of these bad boys before they run out and they're no longer being sold and they're gone forever. Be sure to check out my merch store. And that's going to be it. Shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. If you'd also like to support me on Patreon, the list is down below. If you'd like to follow me on my social media, that'll be all up here. And that's going to be it. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.
Thank you, Alan, Alexis, Braden, Cameron, Christopher, Chris, Cody, Colton, Crash, PC, Destiny, Devin, 31, Dawn, Elliot, Evan, Feckles, Hopeless, Hollow, Jekka, Ray, Joe, John, M, Jordan, Joseph, Kenny, Kevin, Kim, Kristen, Lamb, Lex, Lisa, Luis, Manga, Matt O, Matthew S, Meme Lord, The Red, Michael, Jane, Nathaniel, Pat, Penn, Brolic, Rob, Robert Ross, Sam, Skylar, Simon, Tosh, Timothy, Tom, Wendy, Williams, Andre.